What's up, guys? This is Ryan. New updates out. Bullet is apparently awful. I'm a bit too scared to try him yet. So one thing I wanted to show you guys. So my layout right now has become kind of a meta layout. Guys like number 2, number 6, number 10, 13, 14. They're all using a variant of it, which is really cool for me to see something that I created actually be used by other people. But I just spawned myself my layout. I wanted to show you guys how I took it down. So I just changed mine because I used to have these big gaps here, and I used that to take it down. So drop your troops on the beach, take out that sniper so your troops can group up, then flare up here, 3 smokes, and you're at your parking spot. Already tag that shock launcher because you're going to universal remote it, and 1 critter box to distract, then shock the flame and rocket, and you're good to go. You need to clear out the rocket, the mortar, the shock launcher that you have tagged, and basically room for you to flare over to the left side away from this shock launcher. Try to do that with as few casualties as possible because you need your rifles alive for the end. Clear those mines and flare over, 1 smoke on your medics to cover them up. With the GBE tribe, I had a lot of room to take liberties like that critter box there. I don't know if you can use that when that goes away. Universal remote the mortar here, and you can flare up to the left side to clear that machine gun out of range of most of the buildings that can shoot you. After that, you have to flare up high because you need your troops to spread around to take out that shock blaster. And if you just let them go, they'll stay way too low and won't actually take it down. So then use a med kit on that flamethrower to keep your troops alive. Another critter box to get that rocket to keep your rifles alive a bit longer. And you're just going to spam shocks on that shock blaster over to the machine gun as much as you can until you can take that down. I think I might have used 3 there. 1 more med kit on the flamethrower up top. And there's my last shock. I wanted to universal remote the machine gun, and I was just off. Barely got hosed, and she hit the sniper instead, which really hurt me because then my critters got melted, and I lost a lot of troops as we were going. But I had just enough to still be able to take down the rest of the shield and the HQ itself. You can see the shock launcher is hitting my troops that are just barely in range now. But we still managed to get it down. So please don't use this against me because my layout's still very similar. But I hope you guys enjoyed this and can use it on other meta layouts as long as they don't have that laser. You might have to switch to something else if they do. And let's do one more replay for the road here. This is a 6 boosted ice base with a corner layout, similar to what we had right before tribes changed. The great thing about 6 boosted ice is you can get rockets down in 1 barrage and 3 artillery, or 2 barrage and 1 artillery instead of 2 and 2, which means you can GBE 2 rockets and have the GBE to also have a short smoking path and do some stuff. So took out 2 of those, which was excellent, and then a critter box and a shock on the shock blaster and mortar to keep my troops alive as we started to clear. Need to get up to that rocket relatively soon. Another critter box to distract. You want these mortars to be distracted because they still have 2 building damage, so they will one-shot your riflemen. Clear those 2. More shocks on that shock blaster, and I think I threw 1 on the shock launcher also because I was getting up to that flamethrower, so I needed it to do something anyway, and that shock launcher was putting in a lot of work against my troops. There's not a lot of splash damage around the middle here, so I kept throwing critter boxes to distract these shock blasters instead of shocks because they lasted quite a while, and I wanted to keep my shock costs low. Once I got up to a good point, I think I flared over to around the shield. My troops spread really well and took out that shock blaster on their own without my help. I universal remoted the boom cannon. I don't know if that was the best choice or not. But regroup up, take out that shield. I almost completely failed here because I let my troops spread until they almost cleared the shield. Then I tried to reflare early, and I missed it, and I had to flare back to the shield, and then back to my spot again, and that cost me the GBE to immediately use a universal remote, and I ended up having to take out the sniper and the machine gun and the boom cannon to have the GBE to do anything from there on. And that was close, because that machine gun put in a lot of work, but I still had rifles and cryos alive, which means my Zookas were able to survive that and take down the rest of the base. See, clear out that machine gun very slowly because I'm getting hit by that shock launcher. Get down the sniper at the end. Once that machine gun was down, my critters actually survived quite a while, which was excellent. That's what I needed. Take down that sniper, and then I universal remote the boom cannon, and that was all she wrote. The boom cannon took out the machine gun thanks to my max universal remote, and was able to distract the shock launcher for the rest of the attack. Hope you guys enjoyed these 2 replays, and this update isn't terrible for you. I know it's going to be a lot of changes, but I know you guys are great players and can fight through it and come up with awesome new strategies to compensate for the change in bullets power level. Till next time, my name is Ryan. This is the PSC Life. Happy booming.